Christ appears to the road to Emmaus. The resurrected Christ walked with two men on the road. He blessed them and breaks bread with them. And then he vanishes from their sight and leaves a burning feeling in their heart. I felt inspired to share this video with you tonight and also to talk about Luke 24, verse 13 through 33. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this video, and then it will, it's 3 minutes, but it's worth it.
What manner of communications are these that ye have one to another, as ye walk and are sad?
Art thou only a stranger in Jerusalem, and hast not known of the things which are come to pass there in these days?
What things?
Concerning Jesus of Nazareth, which was a prophet, mighty in deed and word before God and all the people, and how the chief priests and our rulers delivered him up to be condemned to death and have crucified him. But we trusted that it had been he which should have redeemed Israel. And beside all this, today is the third day since these things were done. Yea, and certain women also of our company made us astonished, which were early at the sepulchre. When they found not his body, they came saying that they had also seen a vision of angels, which said that he was alive. And certain of them which were with us went to the sepulchre and found it even so as the women had said. But him they saw not.
O fools, and slow of heart to believe all that the prophets have spoken. Ought not Christ to have suffered these things, and to enter into his glory?
Abide with us, for it is toward evening, and the day is far spent.
Our Father, we offer thanks for thy bounties. Amen.
Amen. Did not our heart burn within us while he talked with us by the way, and while he opened to us the scriptures? We must return to Jerusalem this very hour.
Okay, so there I noticed was a little technical difficulties with that because the video did not show them eating at the table and breaking bread together. But I think there's nothing wrong with a little silence, and it was good to ponder and wonder what they were saying. So in Luke 24:13, it says, "And behold, two of them went the same day to the village called Emmaus." I know I'm saying that wrong, so I apologize. But at least I'm trying. Which was Jerusalem. 14, and they talked together of all these things which had happened. 15, and it came to pass that while they communed together, and resonated. Jesus himself drew near and went with them, but their eyes were holden, that they should not know him. And when I go down to a skip from verse 16 down to 32, and they said one to another, did our hearts burn within us while he talked with us by the way, and while he opened to us the scriptures? And verse 33 of Luke 24, and they rose up the same hour and returned to Jerusalem and found the 11 gathered together, and then that were with them. Now, as I was reading that tonight, I'm in my office at church, and I've been here a lot today. I was reading that, and I pondered it, and I was going, this is more about gathering and about the need for us to gather. And the need, because when it says in verse 33, and found the 11 gathered together, I think it's more important than ever that we all gather together as one and join hands. And as we prepare for this contention that seems to be happening everywhere. When I woke up this morning and my phone was blowing up because of what happened in Goshen, Connecticut ward in Torrington, my heart broke. But God was preparing me to serve in communications. Because originally I pointed out to the group text with our stake president that, the news is not focusing on the fact that they're missionaries. They focused on, it was a man's car. And I said, let's go with that, because I just didn't want to, I'm so protective of our missionaries. And then I saw a text from my stake president that said, we need to focus on Christ-like love with this. So when I wrote the press release that went to all the bishoprics, I said, let's keep this man in our prayers, because he needs it. Anybody that would open up a gas tank of a car and light it on fire and tells police, I don't like Mormons, that's a hate crime. And when my elders were here tonight, they knew the guy. When they had transfers, they were teaching me a member lesson, and they had transfers, and they said, yeah, I was there for transfers, and I know the guy, and he lives in the apartment upstairs from the elders. 4 o'clock in the morning, he just goes out and blows up their car. No one was hurt. But it does break my heart that we live in a time where people would do this. So that's when I randomly opened to read about Christ appearing on the road after he was resurrected. And I know this is not timely because Easter was a few weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, or 4 weeks ago. I don't know. My days are all just, what month are we in? I know it's May 2nd, but that's because I had to write a press release today for the stake. But with that being said, it's challenging to see all this happening. And this is what I came to. And I loved how it says in verse 33, as they were returning to Jerusalem and found the 11 gathered together. And that's the message. And when I went to our church website and found that video to share with you earlier, that's the message I felt I needed to share with all of you, is the importance of gathering and being together. And I say that as my testimony in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. And I am going to get to your comments. And I'm feeling that I don't really, and again, every time I say this, something else happens. Oops, see Daisy. My iPad is actually dying. Let me read them from here. I have 15% left on my iPad because of the fact that I am, I've been at church all day and I have 3 devices here. And they're all, so my iPad's here. I have my Apple laptop here. I have another iPad that's cracked here. And I am constantly, and this one's down to 15%. So it's going to be dying soon. So I need to get to your comments and see what is said here. Okay. So my friend, it's hard to do this. This is actually literally dying. Hey, Jim is happy, always. He gives me the best advice. If I'm having a faith crisis, I'm going to call Jim because he is amazing. Doctrine and Covenants, he just knows those verses, and I looked them up the last time we were live because I have my triple right here. And I just was like, I will never forget that, Brother Jim. Thank you for that. Okay, so Mountain Mom asked, what happened? I think I answered that. If I didn't, let me know. My friend Queenie says, 67. Hello, gorgeous. How are ya? I gotta send you more names to bring to the temple in West Jordan because I have a lot of names to do. And I know your whole family goes, and I so appreciate you doing my family ancestors. My friend Fancy_Nancy 18. Are you my friend in Missouri? I think. Hello, friend. I love you. Sent you a message earlier. We need to catch up. Oh, yeah, I saw that. I have like 60 texts on my iPhone right now. I'm really backed up with this thing that happened in our stake. One MISS says, you are incredible, young man. Thank you for all you do. Young, on August 11th this year, I'm going to be the big 5-0. So you are a sweetheart. Thank you for making my night. You are so sweet. My friend Sandy in West Jordan says, I didn't hear that whole story. Yes, we need to send love and prayers. That is so true. I miss you too, Queenie. MURR says, so good to see you live, Dennis. Sad circumstances, though. Yeah, I wasn't even going to share those circumstances, but it just, the spirit flowed and there it was. Thank you, my friend Queenie, for offering to do my names. Okay, so Jim _ is happy has a long message here, so I'm going to read it because I value what he says. And it's hard to type on a little iPhone or phone he's typing on. Elder Bednar, just as a rope obtains its strength from many intertwined individual strands, so the gospel of Jesus Christ provides the greatest of truth and offers the richest blessings. Amen. And he also goes on to say, as we need, look at Paul, gather together in all things in Christ. So yes, we need to gather together for all things in Christ. That is so powerful, Jim, Brother Jim. Thank you for that insight. Well, I thank all of you for joining tonight, and I'm going to get going. It's about 10:06 here in Connecticut, and I'm still at my ward. So I am going to head home, and I'm probably just going to turn on some BYU TV and watch some inspirational stuff. I actually watch it from my laptop. So it's just kind of cool because I got rid of all streaming devices. I no longer, hey, Elder Carpenter, that's awesome. I love your new profile picture, and you're coming home soon. You're being released from Anaheim. So yes, we were just talking about gathering in Luke 24, verse 13 through 33. So I know you probably missed a lot of it, and I'm sorry about that. So we have greetings from Cape Town, South Africa. That is awesome. I was in South Africa for work many years ago, and I wanted to go boating to see the sharks and stuff, but they had a glass bottom boat and I didn't get to do it. So someday, that's where I feel safe with the sharks, is on a glass bottom boat. So everyone, have an awesome night, and thank you for joining me for that video, with that video of the blessings of gathering together through Christ. And I found that video on our official church site, and I was able to share it with all of you. So have a great night, and God bless.